lot of people have trouble presenting because suddenly the pressure makes them nervous and they have to try to act like themselves, and they don't know how to do that. So call me crazy, but I think you can learn a lot about presenting from the first landing on the moon. Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, the first people to set foot on another celestial body. I'm not talking about the first words when they landed. I'm talking about the landing itself. On the way down, the whole idea of a lunar module is it's going to be on autopilot, and it was going to guide it down to a safe place. But they had a bunch of computer glitches. Suddenly alarms were going off. They had to reboot the computers partway down, 60s computers. And when they got it going again, Neil Armstrong saw that the autopilot was going to land them on a rocky place, and they might never be able to take off. It became life or death to be able to go to manual. When it comes to presenting, we have to go to manual. And that's because we're in an autopilot mode all day long. We're not paying attention to what our body does. Our normal self is just being itself. And suddenly we become self-aware when we have the pressure of the audience. And the alarms go off, like I start to sweat. I feel like I'm turning red. I might jitter. I feel butterflies in my stomach. My temperature's rising. All of those anxiety tells are the warning lights that tell you your autopilot isn't working. You need to go to manual. So what I want to recommend you try doing is check in on yourself. You're at dinner. You're in a meeting. You're hanging out with friends, you're on the phone, your autopilot's running. Check in on that. Occasionally check in and say, oh, what am I like? And can I pay attention to what I'm like without disrupting it? Over time, you start to develop an awareness, pulling the autopilot from the subconscious and making it at least partially in your conscious. Then when you go to present and you suddenly get hit with all those warning signs, you can do what Neil Armstrong did. And you can go to manual. You can grab the joystick, and even if you've only got 30 seconds of fuel, you can fly across the moon, find a place to put down, as he did with only 15 seconds left of fuel. He survived that landing because he knew how to be aware of his autopilot and how to go to manual, and that's what can help you become a better presenter.